Almonte's Key Food, proudly serving communities throughout Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island for over 30 years. When you shop Key Food, you'll always find fresh products, great weekly specials, and exceptional personalized service. Visit at any of their Key Food stores at 8235 153rd Avenue, Lindenwood, New York, 935 Rosedale Road, Valley Stream, New York, and 6620 Avenue U, Brooklyn, New York.
It always goes back to the automobile because this is America. Today, you and I are looking at the ugliest cars ever made, and they're all the same. Jaguars, Porsches, Cadillacs. They're all the same as a Chevrolet. You can't tell the difference. Or worse, they're all the same as a Kia. Yeah, a Kia. Not the furniture store, not a Kia, a Kia. They're all the same. Hideous, ugly, uncomfortable, especially for the passengers. The only time I've ever gotten seasick in an in any vehicle was in the wrong back seat in a Kia or one of those, right? Something about them is very uncomfortable for me. There used to be room to spread out. There's no room to spread out. There's room to pack things in the back, to take to Goodwill. There's always room in the back to have bags to take to Goodwill, and there are always bags in the back to take to Goodwill. You throw stuff in the car, and that's where it stays. That's been my experience. That's where it stays. But these cars are hideous. Why do they exist? They exist because at some flashpoint in the last 20 years, 10 years, car design was determined by women for the needs of women. There is no car being manufactured in Detroit today where a guy looks at it and goes, boy, I really want to have that. Do you ever see a Lincoln? Do you ever see a Lincoln today? All right, imagine what you think a Lincoln looks like. It looks like an SUV. That's all it looks like. It looks like a Kia, a minivan. They're hideous. They're all hideous. Uncomfortable. I want one American car to be a big sedan. Just one company make one big sedan a year. You would sell it out in a second. It'd be coveted. They'd be fighting over the accessories. Oh, that's the other thing. Make sure you have a long list of options. That's what men like. Hey, Detroit, you haven't heard anything about what men like in 50 years. You keep trying to make cars for women. And good for you, but the result is every car looks the same, and every car is ugly as hell. And for my opinion, uncomfortable. And I don't mean this in a bad way, but every car today, from a man's perspective, seems to be made for people from Japan. It seems to be sized to Japanese people. We love Japanese people. It's no criticism of Japanese people. I don't want the Asian lobby to show up in the lobby. No Asian lobby in the lobby. But it's all too small. It's too small for our American fingers. It's too small for our American legs. It all seems to be Toyota, Honda size. It all seems to be Toyota, Honda size. And those are the most valuable SUVs, minivans, whatever you call them. Those are the ones they fight over. They seem to last the longest. Well, I don't want a car that lasts the longest. I want a car that feels good, looks good. People go, wow, look at that car. What a great car you got. That's what men want. Women don't want that. Women want more room in the back. I want to make sure there's more room in the back. Where's a place for my sunglasses? I can't figure out this radio. It's too complicated. That's what happens. But they want 3 rows in the back and room to put my stuff in the back when I go to the store. That's it. Total utilitarian. Women want a 100% utilitarian car, and men want the opposite. We want a car that's big and cool, and that when you go down the block, people go, whoa, what's that? How'd you get that? Where did you get that? Chevrolet, Ford, make a full-size sedan. Guys will fight over a full-size sedan, and I mean it in a practical marketing standpoint. Do you think a 32-year-old bachelor guy is going to want a minivan? Do you think he wants to have a third row? You think a guy who's 28 years old is lusting for a third row and a center column that you can put more stuff in? There was that one year, a couple of years ago, that the Pontiac Pacifica, actually had a very useful feature for a family, not for a bachelor, but for a family. They had a vacuum built in the back. There was a vacuum. And we looked at that, and I said, I went to get a Pacifica because I wanted the vacuum. We go, we find the Pacifica. I say, I want the vacuum. Where's the vacuum? Yeah, okay. To get a vacuum, you have to give up a spare tire. What? Yeah, it goes where the spare tire goes. And isn't that a sad state? That's a spare tire. They give you a construction kit with a big pump, hoses, inflatables. It's very complicated to make a spare tire with most of those minivans. You have to take it out of some secret compartment, blow it up, assemble it, find the lug nuts. Good luck to you on the side of the road in 28 degrees where you're assembling your spare tire. Oh, you didn't know that, did you? There are no spare tires in these cars. There are no spare tires in these cars. There are spare tire kits to assemble with a vacuum pump. Pump it up, put it on. Oh, my God. Once I needed a spare tire. Fortunately, I was able to drive to a garage. The garage guys did it. They did it. I could have never assembled the spare tire. I want to take it out of a trunk, but there are no trunks. You see the problem. This is a nightmare. Could we please have an American car, a normal sedan? Would that be possible? Could I please get that? And these aren't bargains. These crappy things are these minivans, these SUVs, these hatchbacks. They're $40,000 for crap to look ugly. $40,000 to look ugly. I can look ugly all on my own. I don't need any professional help from Detroit. I got a phone number, 800-848-9222, 800-848-9222. Look in your driveway. Is that what you want? When you were forced against your will to move to the suburbs, we really should get a house for the kids. When you by the way, you know, there are kids raised in downtown and center cities. They're raised downtown too. And it's much easier. For the first 10 years of my kid's life, we lived in Manhattan. It could not have been easier. Suburban people would always say to me, well, isn't it hard to raise children there? No, it's much easier than in a suburb. Why is that? How can that be? Because across the street, any street in New York City or most major cities, at 3 in the morning, there's a store with your stuff. There are stuff stores. Now they're called bodegas. And in the rest of the country, they're called convenience stores. But they're on every block in New York City. And at 3 in the morning, what can I get? I can get diapers, formula, food, you with your problem, beer, a cat. That's right, I can get a cat. And those strange pharmaceuticals that you can only get at convenience stores and gas stations. Those unusual pharmaceuticals that promise instant erections and headache relief and lower back pain relief, arthritis relief. Imagine getting that relief at the corner store, at the bodega. But there it is, hanging up right there. Meanwhile, your doctor says there really isn't anything for that. Yeah, but at the bodega, I can get many pills that say flash solution, instant relief. All garbage. Medicine show crap. That's all it is. But it offers the promise of instant. That's what those medicines, that's what those mysterious powders will do for you. Imagine going into a convenience store and you just bought $40 worth of gas and you see hanging there a tinfoil something that says instant relief. My God, how often have you wanted instant relief. And then you look closely, and it's instant relief of what ails you. Anxiety, instant sleep, or the opposite. Drive all night. Drive that 18-wheeler all night. This will keep you awake for 12 hours. And then right next to it, this will put you right to sleep. It will relieve your arthritis. And best bonus, an immediate erection. All promises are made. And those racks next to the cashier who smells funny all on his own. And then there's the incense and the incense burners. All available with about a 1 square foot area next to the cashier of a gas station or convenience store. God, America's great. 250 years of magic at the convenience store. Whatever ails you, cured.
The Marine Toys for Tots foster care program is bringing hope to children who need it most. Every 2 minutes, a child enters foster care, often with only a small bag of belongings. More than 400,000 children face trauma and uncertainty, many before age 8. This May, during Foster Care Awareness Month, Toys for Tots is creating Room for Joy. In 2025, nearly 375,000 children received comfort through toys, books, and essentials, reminding them they are not alone. Donate now and change a child's life.